in a different method. Second case, normalization was given a desirability function. Third case, the normalization is given as a utility index or utility individual utilities. Finally, the utility theory is based on the logarithmic scale. Normally, in the previous case, what we have seen was the normal linear scale. Now it is a logarithmic scale we use for this. The mathematical basics, if you see, there is one constant, it's called A, and that A is equal to 9 divided by because it's logarithmic scale, so 9 divided by log of x star divided by xi dash, where the x star is the best value which is desirable. Best value in the sense what? Depending upon the higher is the better or lower is the better. So whatever the desirable value as the best. So अगर cost आता है जिसमें lower is best है तो minimum is considered as the best, and if it is efficiency or performance output parameter then it will be higher is the best. So x maximum will be considered in that case will be x star, lower is better case में x minimum को आप x star count करते हैं. xi dash is the just acceptable value. Just acceptable value means what? You do not have a choice. Whatever is there you have to accept. And this is what the worst value also you can say. Just acceptable means आपके पास कोई choice नहीं है. मतलब वो condition कब आएगी? जब आप worst में पहुंच जाओगे. Worst के नीचे तो नहीं आएगी, worst के ऊपर तो नहीं आएगी, right? If you are looking for the cost, the minimum value is 200, right? And maximum value is 500. So just acceptable की condition तब पहुंचेगी when the value the cost value is 500. आपके पास कोई choice नहीं है क्योंकि आपके पास ना 300 ना 400 ना कुछ नहीं है. 500 मतलब आपको accept करना पड़ेगा. So the worst value you can say rather just acceptable value for given condition. So A can be calculated by 9 divided by log of x star divided by xi dash, where x star is the best value and x dash I is equal to the just value, just acceptable value. In case of higher is better, the value of A will be given as 9 divided by the x maximum, the best value. The higher is better है तो x maximum वो हो जाएगा best value and x minimum हो जाएगा आपका the worst value or the just acceptable value. Similarly, for the case of lower is better, LB is equal to A. In that case, it will be equal to 9 divided by log of x maximum divided by x minimum, right? So these two are the important equation over here, where the selection of the best value and just acceptable value is important. So यहाँ आपको carefully select करना पड़ेगा कौन सा just acceptable है, कौन सा just the best है, right? So ये condition आपको properly select करना पड़ेगा, then you will get the value of A for each case, each criteria, right? So ये value के corresponding of इसका best A निकाल लेंगे. Once you have the value of A, then you will find out the individual utility, that is also known as the preference or individual utility. Now, how to calculate the individual utility? Individual utility is given as PI or preference number is equal to A log of xi divided by xi dash. Xi divided by xi dash, where xi is the actual value from the table, from the actual data, divided by xi dash is just acceptable value on that particular condition, right? So you will find out the value of PI for individual case, and this PI will give the nominal. This PI will give the normalized table. You can say in a different form. So first case, in case of SOM method, we have calculated the normalized value for normalized table. For second case, in desirability function, the value of desirability index was calculated. DI value has been calculated as the normalized table. Now we are calculating PI here as the preference number and individual utility for normalizing the data. So normalizing the data here is A log of xi divided by xi dash. Using this equation, you can use for higher is better condition. So here it will be PI divided by A log of xi. Now just acceptable value क्या हो जाएगी आपका x minimum in this case, because this is the just acceptable value for higher is better. best value will be xi here. Sorry, the best value will be x maximum here, and the worst value or just acceptable will be x minimum here. Similarly, for lower is better case, you will see the value of reference number will be given as a and log of xi divided by x maximum. Please keep in your mind whenever you are using the value of a for a particular value pi, you should be very careful that value of a will be constant for individual criteria. A value has been calculated based on the criteria, right? Not based on the alternatives, right? So this value for all cases, wherever lower is better is there, value will be a is constant. Where is the higher is better is there, value will be constant. But this is with respect to the criteria, attribute or the factors, not based on the alternatives. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So once this
Clear.
if you draw the table, it will be like this. So value of a will be based on the criteria. Sorry, value of a is based on the criteria. तो ये criteria के table के according आप इसको compile किए, ये आपका हर एक इसके लिए criteria के लिए होगा, और this is applicable for all alternatives. So this value, suppose you are getting 3, so it will be applicable for all alternatives here. So same value, correct? Then we will find out the overall utility for this case and can be measured as follows. So utility overall can be calculated as the weightage of individual multiplied by the preference value of individual, and the value of the value of u is scaled now in between 0 to 9 because it is a logarithmic scale. You cannot have 0 to 1. So value will not be lies between 0 to 1. It will be between 0 to 9. So this is about the overall utility, how it can be used. Coming to the step that you can establish the design of experiment. Once you have the sets of design of experiment, you have the decision matrix over there. जब भी आप डिसीजन मैट्रिक्स आप बनाने के लिए आप क्या करते हैं, डिजाइन एक्सपेरिमेंट से जो भी आउटपुट आया उस आउटपुट को आप ले लेते हो उस कंडीशन के साथ. Once the output is there, that output will be used as a decision matrix, and this decision matrix, from that decision matrix you will find out what is the value of what is the just acceptable value for particular criteria, what is the best value for that particular criteria, and you will find out the constant a for each criteria, right? Once you calculate the value of a for each criteria, we will go to calculate the value of evaluation of the preference number or utility index. Once you find out the utility index and preference number, then we will find out the overall utility index, and finally we will rank the data. And based on the highest value will be ranked as 1 and lowest value will be ranked as 0, ranked as the worst or the last ranking of that particular system or that particular choices, whatever alternatives are available with us. Am I clear? अब देखिए डिजाइन ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट से कनेक्ट करते हुए चलिए, जो डिजाइन ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट आपने किया उसका जो भी आउटपुट आया उस आउटपुट को लेकर के आपने क्या किया, फिर आप उस डेटा से जस्ट एक्सेप्टेबल एंड जस्ट बेस्ट वैल्यू निकाल लेंगे. उसके बाद ए फाइंड करेंगे. वंस यू हैव द वैल्यू ऑफ ए डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द क्राइटेरिया ऑफ हायर इज बेटर एंड लोअर इज बेटर, calculate the value of preference number again with the criteria of higher is better and lower is better. Then you find out the overall index for utility, and this overall index will give the overall score, and you can go for the ranking of the individual conditions. Okay, so just try to solve this problem which we have discussed earlier, right? So I think I'll stop here at this session. Try to solve this problem by using utility approach and desirability function approach. once after we will meet after lunch, probably at 2 o'clock sometime, right? And that time we will discuss the result of this problem, and we will go for the gray relation analysis. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.